Hey everybody, welcome to this week's podcast. This is Celeste. I know it's been a while to share with you guys, and today I really wanted to talk about something so important, what to do when everything goes upside down, the importance of having BCD plans in place, but most important, the importance of taking care of yourself first, and how living with intention and based on intuition and just really following your heart really has served me well. And I want to share with you guys some really deep examples, and I hope this inspires you that if you're feeling right now in a place where maybe you're uninspired or you're going through something that nobody knows about, that this gives you some sense of hope and some tools that I have tapped into that you can tap into as well. So let's get started. So as many of you guys know, I closed my salon. I've been having health issues since November, and I've been sharing the journey of what's been going on behind the scenes too. And it was really a hard decision for me, but I feel like it's so much more beneficial in putting my health first. So we don't know what's wrong with me. I'm going to go to MRI in 2 weeks. I have my appointment and we'll go from there. So I really wanted to share this because I know this passed since pretty much July. March we had the shutdown for the salons and everything. I live in California. Sonoma County, we've been pretty shut down, but still purple tier for the U.S. And it's been a lot of things. And I've been sharing this not so oh my gosh, she's being negative. No, because I want to give you some insight of the struggles I go through. I'm just like you, but I always turn it around, and this is how I do it, and I hope this helps you. This is not to make you feel bad. We're not all the same. I'm just sharing some tools because I feel somebody needs to hear this, and I want to share this for that one person or few people that really need to resonate with this. I have been talking to my therapist. She has been amazing at reframing. I always say you can't do things alone, and sometimes you need a professional. So my professional therapist has been amazing at helping me reframe, cry it out, have it somebody who's not judging me and who can keep it to herself. So that's would be number one tool is go seek professional help if you need so. And also for me, going on walks. I know it's something so simple, but being outside in nature has helped me to be outside from the house and just kind of refocus and look at there's a bigger world out there than me, and that I am a part of it, and I get to choose how I see it every day. So that has been super helpful for me in the whole reframing of it. And next, so we're going to talk about 3 things today. So that was number 1, seek for outside help. Number 2, let's talk about the reframing of it. So number 2 would be the reframing, which is the let it feel, guys, let it feel. Okay, so what do I mean by that? You need to go back to having fun. I feel like there's this part in our lives where we just take everything so freaking seriously. And I know what's going on with me. It's oh my gosh, that is serious. But we need to go back to having fun. We need to go back to that spark, that ignite that we all have inside of us. And for me, just do things that make you happy. Maybe you have to go on a walk. Maybe you have to read a book, or you have to just go out and be silly and play with your kids or whatever it is. I just think it's so important that we actually take a step back to feel it, to be it, to slow down and go with the flow. I know, right? And, as we started this podcast episode, I was talking about plan B, C, and D. By what I mean by that is having other ways of making income. For me, now I'm not in the salon, right? But I have other businesses. There's other things I do. And that's the thing. I learned this back in 2008. You never rely on just one source of income. Okay? You don't do that. Big no-no. And I've taken that throughout my journey. I've never have shared that before, but I just think it's so important that we're always open to change. We're open to flexibility, and we're open to just be in a place. For me, I'm in a place where I can actually slow down and take my time. And I think it's so important that we give ourselves permission to be that child, to, you know what, we're good financially, we can have a roof over our head, we have money, we can feed ourselves. Okay, so let's take some time to slow down, to go have fun, to enjoy life, to go do the things that make us joyous, that brings us happiness. And I think more now than ever, for me, has been such an eye-opening experience that I have two choices, okay? I can either be like, oh my gosh, I know what's going to happen tomorrow, so I'm going to be super depressed and cry. Or I can just be like, you know what? We're just going to go with the flow. Every time I feel like something is like, oh my gosh, this is like shaking me, there's something beautiful on the other side that happens every single time. And I am going with that mind frame because I already know everything that has happened in my life to this point has been beautifully done that way in a purpose. And I know that after this, something beautiful is going to come out of it. And I'm willing to go with the flow, to just let it be and to be that childlike person that I am and enjoy it. So that is my perspective for me. There's two choices. I can either dwell and be miserable, or I can go outside and enjoy the sun that's out there and enjoy this time that's being asked. My body's asking me to slow down, and my doctor's asking me to slow down too. To just kind of just be in the moment and really treasure things and really, reconnect with my friends and reconnect with myself and level myself up. And sometimes we think like leveling myself up. As you guys know, I've invested so much in education, but now more than ever, I am very particular who I'm educating with. And it has nothing to do, and it's not like, oh, bad trust issues or nothing like that. There's so much education out there, but more than education, I want something that's going to uplift me in other levels. I want something unique and different. And so I haven't invested any money yet, you guys. It's March 1st, and I haven't invested any money on education yet. So I'm super excited to see what this year brings and unfolds. But as I go into this transition, and when things, can turn upside down, I think it's all about what we look at it. For me, I have another day to live. I'm awake. My babies are good. My family is good. My hubby good. I'm like, the people I love are good. I'm like, so let's just keep rolling with it. And life, it wasn't meant to be perfect. And I think that's been one of the biggest beautiful things that I have kept saying. And that's going up on my IG. Just do it imperfectly. And I mean in everything, in business and life, do it imperfectly. Enjoy it, you guys. Enjoy it. I was talking to this about in my IG live, and it's saved on there if you guys want to hear it. The last one I did. I have no regrets. I have no regrets about nothing that's happened. You know why? Because when I was in it, when I was working those 12, 16-hour days behind the chair, when I was staying up past midnight or 3 a.m, working behind the scenes and education and doing other things, I enjoyed it. I did it to the fullest. I gave it my all. And that's the beauty of it. There's no regrets in my book because I have lived it to the fullest. And although I have no idea what the future holds for me, what's going to happen next, I do know that it somehow always magically works out for my benefit and for me to help inspire and help others. And that is my biggest takeaway for you guys. As I'm rolling through it, allow yourself to be sad. Yes, you may feel low some days, but you know what? Pick yourself up. Remember that child that's inside of you to go out and play, to enjoy the day, to go do new things, because we're so much more than our job titles, you guys. And I know for some people like, oh my gosh, my job is everything. No, it's not. You are a human. You have emotions. You have beautiful things that you bring into this world that nobody else can, aside of your job title, aside what you do for a living. And that is the beautiful thing of life. It's called to live, to be in the moment. And now more than ever, I think it's so important that I really focus with intent every single day rather than focusing on what's going to happen tomorrow. So let's finish up the episode with this. Okay, and lastly, number 3, it would be sometimes we need to just take a break and we need to slow down to speed up, you guys. So I love this analogy, the story of the hare and the turtle, or the rabbit and the turtle. And I love this because the turtle is just taking its sweet time. It's, it's going as fast as it can and taking it slow, not stressed about it. And it knows it has the finish line. And here comes the hare or the rabbit, and it's all confident, all healthy, and all fast self decides to go under the shade of a tree and take a rest and take a nap because the turtle is so slow. And as we know at the end of the story, the turtle is the one that wins. And I've always loved that story since I was a little girl. I just love the analogy of it because I was always like, how did that turtle win? And it's because it slowed down. It wasn't stressed about winning. It just took its time and it just knew its course. It had a roadmap. He knew exactly where the finish line was, what it wanted to obtain, and there was nothing that he had to worry about what the hare was saying or making fun of him or that he was faster. He knew it was the right place for him. And just like that, for me, it has been a time that, you know what, like I may get lots of different emotions and things, and the world may be telling me, or we may be hearing on social media, on Clubhouse, on Instagram, on email marketing, on text marketing now. We get bombarded, even on the radio, we get bombarded all the time with this information. Like, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing this, you need to be, you do. I'm like, you need to be. You need to be who you want to be. That person, that higher level person of being of confidence and calmness, you guys. Like, I am very fortunate and I feel very blessed to have different type of people in my life that are very successful in different ways, okay? Some of them are successful in the ways of the world, how the world sees success. Some of them are super successful as the hairstylist world sees success. And some of them are successful in their own private ways of what success means to them. And just looking at each one of them, I've always decided that I was going to make my own definition of success, and so should you. And we get all this time, like we get bombarded with so many messages and so many things and so much pressure of being something else that we forget to look within ourselves, to slow down and think, what do you want? Like, what's going to make you happy? What does success mean to you? If you think about it, if someone has only made 1 penny a year, here comes my daughter, and you are making $10,000 a year, you are going to look like a successful, crazy person to that one that's only making 1 penny a year, doing the same thing that you are. It's all a matter of perspective. And I think it's so important that we take time to slow down before we speed up. For me, this is a forceful time of kind of like, being asked to slow down. But at the same token, I know only good can come from this. Last year, 2020, we were forced to stop so many times and restart and reignite and reinvent and just switch everything around. And for me, looking back now, I know I've already been there when I was like struck with fear and overwhelm and unknowns and all kinds of feelings. And I don't want that, because the moment that I decided to slow down is where the magic happened in different stages of the year last year, with all the things that life threw my way last year. And I know all this is happening for me, not to me. I know that something really even more special is going to come out of this, and I'm going to be such a different person when I'm done through this whole process. And I really hope that me sharing my story and through this podcast, I'm able to inspire you that, you know what, life is not perfect. Bad things happen to good people. Good things happen to bad people. But it doesn't matter, you guys. If we take a different perspective, that each thing that's happening for us to level us up, to help us go to the next level, our life is going to be so different, and our perspective will be different. And we're not perfect. I have days when I still feel sad, and I have days where I still wonder what's going to happen. But knowing that there's for a bigger cause and a greater cause for me, that all this is happening for my better self and my higher self to go to the next level, is what keeps me going. And I hope this was helpful to you all. And I'll be back next week. And as you guys know, I'm not working, so I think we're going to do different things. We're going to be switching it up with the podcast, and I'll be bringing in some different guests just to kind of help us all through this season of shift and change, which I know it's not just happening for me, it's for a lot of us. But remember to slow down, take time to hear your thoughts, turn off the radio, turn off the podcast, turn off the IG, turn off the social media, the emails, all the courses. Take time to just breathe and feel what's going to make you happy and what do you need to level up to your highest self and to your best version of yourself that's truly going to make you happy and feel successful for yourself. So much love. I'll see you guys next week.